Good evening. Beautiful night again here in Cormierville. It's around 20, 21, 22 degrees, so around 70 Fahrenheit. Very light wind, clear sky. Don't see a lot of moths at the sheet at the moment, but that could very well change quickly. Hi Chloe and JB, good to see you as always. Hello Kim. Nice to see you, Kim. I hope you're feeling good, feeling well. I see you're congratulating me. That's probably for the short of the elegant prominent that went to 1,000 views this evening, thanks to Ginger's persistence. Thank you, Ginger. Hi, Alyssa. Great to see you. Thank you for being here. All right, well, let's turn the light on. First of all, I want to apologize to anyone that was here last night for the sound quality was really bad. I didn't realize how bad it was until I replayed the stream this morning. And besides being very muffled at times, there was a lot of banging and cracking and snapping and popping and hissing. I don't know what to say, except I did discover, again, thanks to Ginger for doing a bit of research, that I had put duct tape over top of the two microphone ports. They're not ports, but just holes. There are two tiny holes in this iPad. I'm using an iPad Air, third generation iPad Air. It's got these little tiny microphone holes on the left edge of the iPad and just around the corner from that on the back side. They're very close together and they're very tiny. I'd never even noticed them before. So I had duct taped over top of them, and fortunately I had put the duct tape on quite loosely, so once in a while I think the duct tape came loose, and that's when you probably were hearing me more clearly. I should ask you first of all if you're hearing me okay tonight. As for the other sounds, yes, you hear okay tonight, Alyssa? Yes, great, good. As for the other sounds, I'm not sure, except I think, thank you, Kim. Good, you can hear it well. I think the ring light sort of bangs and rubs against the iPad, and that gets magnified somehow. So I put some new padding tonight. Anyway, hopefully the sound will be a lot better tonight. I was embarrassed, really, when I listened to the replay today. I think that I made you endure that, for some of you, for an hour. I have no idea what the stream sounds like at all while I'm doing the stream. If I had known it was that bad, I would have stopped, or I don't know what I would have done, but anyway, it is what it is. Let's take a quick look around here. Don't see anything really outstanding. Usual brother moth. Ginger says, sounds great. Now let's hope for rosy maple. Yay. I agree. Here's the that Nicrophorus surinamensis, sexton beetle. Should be some yellow spots at near the tips of the elytra there. I think you might see them. They look more orange. And what else? Here's a fish fly over here. Showing off his one antenna. It's our Photinus firefly. There's an interesting leaf hopper there. Quite streaked. Lady beetle walking here. Must be Asian. An Asian lady beetle. A leaf hopper on the bottom. Not sure what kind of beetle that is there on the top. This is gone. All right, let's play this game again. Anybody want to guess? Well, it's not fair, really. This one's very worn. This is one we've seen a few times recently, but that's it, Ginger. I don't know how you did that. It's the fin willow prominent. Amazing. And it's missing so many scales on its thorax. It's almost bare. Wings are very faded. That's magic. Magic, Ginger. I'd say greatness. Not sure what kind of a beetle this is. Hey, Noel, are you there? An angle moth. Yeah, Ginger, I can't imagine how you pulled that name out of thin air like that. Anyway, you are amazing. Oh, here's a Haploa again. Same one as last night, same species, confused Haploa. We get 3 species here in New Brunswick. I'm just going to dig out my card here, see if I can get the exposure a little better. We have the confused Haploa, the LeConte's Haploa, and another Haploa that's just called the Clymene moth. Hi, Dan. Mary, thanks for joining us. Great to see you. I assume that's Dan. Oh, there he is. Yeah, Dan number 2. Well, if you keep attending this moth check, Dan number 2, we may have to upgrade you. Hi, Mary. Good evening. This is codling moth. Caterpillars feed on apples. And where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Some of these moths are so well camouflaged that I don't even see them when they're right in the middle of the screen. This is a new one. I think there's 2 possibilities for this. The private sallow, S-A-L-L-O-W, private sallow, or the Acadian sallow. I think it's one of those 2. So it's some kind of a sallow. Really perfectly camouflaged for these old weathered shingles. Hi, Ryan. Thanks for hopping aboard. And this smaller moth beside it's pretty well camouflaged too. The one that's here in the over top of the crack, sort of. So probably private sallow, but could be Acadian sallow too. Mojave BirdLife, good evening. Thanks for joining us. Nice, really nice to see you. Somebody that just flew in. Where'd it go? There it is. It's a big moth. The Acadian has the triangle on its back. I think that moth has flown, Alyssa. Oh, no, it hasn't. Here it is. Does this look like maybe private sallow, Alyssa? Meanwhile, that big moth we were looking at has crawled away. It was a large yellow underwing that we've seen a few times. It does look like the Acadian too, though. Yeah. I know I always have trouble separating those 2. Do a good screen grab from this. I think I'm pretty sure I can get a positive ID. Here's a oh, mosquitoes are bad tonight. Bentline owlet. Pretty distinctive pattern of lines on the back there. bent line owlet. A few more moths coming into the sheet here, especially small moths. It's way overexposed. It's a Donicala, some species of Donicala. Look at the long, long palps sticking out in front of the head. I'm afraid it might be getting a little late for Luna moth, but I'm not positive. I think they mostly fly in May and June. Dan's looking for the Virginia tenuta. Well, there isn't one here yet, which is amazing in itself. But here's a nice plume moth down here. And kind of a plant bug. Oh, mosquito biting my eyelid. Yikes. Who's down here? Oh, it's our friend the Phelps crocus geometer. Phelps crocus geometer. And here is Pale Beauty. We've seen this one a few times as well. It's a nice green plant bug. Another plant bug there, a brownish one. Oh, here's our round-headed apple tree borer. Always love these. Longhorn beetle. Yeah, they're called plant bugs. Dan, they're in a family. It's called, the family is Miridae, M-I-R-I-D-A-E, Miridae. And the common name for that family is plant bugs. Round-headed apple tree borer. One of my favorite beetles. Even though I can't find it. There it is. I hope that's more or less in focus. I really can't tell because I've got the lamp in front of my eyes here, blinding me. Nicely in focus. Thank you, Dan. It's a beetle, a ground beetle of some kind. going underneath the banded tussock moth. And where's he going to emerge? You can see him. This tussock moth is getting pretty old and worn. The wings are a bit translucent now. A lot of scales are missing. And another plant bug here. Different species, I'm not sure. Oh, this big bug in the light fixture is also a plant bug. It's a big family. The plant bugs are a very big and diverse family. Oh, sorry. So many mosquitoes biting my left hand here. Let's take a look at this little tiny fellow down here. And I'm not sure I'm going to remember the name. This is one of the ones in the genus Caloptila. The ones that have very long forelegs and often hold their bodies up really high at the front end. Although in this case he's holding it up high in the rear end. And those stripes on the wings are gold colored. Ginger, that's the genus I was thinking, but actually I don't think it is. I don't think these are in that genus Caloptila. There's a couple of possibilities for this one. One's called cherry leaf roller. The other is alder leaf roller. Where'd it go? Oh, down here, sorry. It's a very straightforward ID. If I could just find it again here. There it is. It's well, it's gone now. It's straightforward ID. I just don't remember the name, but it'll be easy to look up. There's a Nick Newman wasp. Probably a female with that ovipositor at the end of the abdomen. Oh, there's a neat beetle there. Oh, he's gone. There's a Virginia tenucid. Briefly, I'm going to walk through the picture. And down here is a clover hayworm. These are actually purple and yellow. I don't know if you can see the purple color or not. Caddisfly just walked by the clover hayworm. Let's see who's up here. It's an angle moth. Ugly nest caterpillar moth. Nice banded tussock moth. I'm hearing a black-billed cuckoo calling. Black-billed cuckoos are kind of rare here, although I hear a few every year. And they often call at night. And their call is just cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. And I doubt very much anyone was able to hear it because it's quite far away. Of course, famous cuckoos are the ones that are found in Europe, the European cuckoo, which goes cuckoo, cuckoo, like a cuckoo clock. This is a green lacewing here. And the European cuckoos lay their eggs in other birds' nests, like our brown-headed cowbirds do here. European cuckoos are very large, and often they lay their eggs in nests of much smaller birds, so the parents end up feeding this huge cuckoo, usually at the expense of the smaller siblings in the nest. Things are coming and going a lot here. Here's a white Ulysses. I don't know if it's going to stay. There it is. Ryan, you've seen oh, Leonard has awesome photos of the cuckoo. I bet he does. And Ryan has seen mangrove cuckoos in the Caribbean. Yes, they also occur in Florida as well, the mangrove cuckoos. It's the only place in North America that you can see them. How do they figure out what they are to find a mate? How do they figure out what they are to find? Oh, good question. I'll have to think about that one. I guess they just know instinctively that they're a cuckoo, even though they're surrounded by some other species. And they even learn to make the call of the common cuckoo. Here's a very faded, very worn, bedraggled chocolate prominent. There's Nola. Mojave BirdLife says we have ground-dwelling cuckoos. Yeah, you have roadrunners there. Roadrunners are in the cuckoo family. Oop, oop, oop. Got a Virginian tiger moth here. I mean a virgin tiger moth. Oh, here's darn. Oh, here's the virgin tiger moth. You just saw the virgin tiger moth, Alyssa. There it is. The song sparrow just sang. Virgin tiger moth. What a beauty. Oh, nice. Round-headed apple tree borer. Lesser maple spanworm just flew off there. Down here we have the confused haploa. It's actually ginger is round, like circular, round-headed. This is confused haploa. Haploas are in the tiger moth family. I can't remember what the underwings look like on these. And I don't think he's going to show us. They're pretty flighty. I think the underwings are just plain white. Let's take a look at some of the smaller things here for a moment. That's an elegant grass veneer. And the one that's just below it, perpendicular to it, is the topiary grass veneer. There's a neat leafhopper that just came into view briefly, hopped away. Hopefully we'll see that again. And what's up here? Green lacewing. Newman wasp. It's a nice green leafhopper. Leafhoppers are kind of in their own group, along with plant hoppers, tree hoppers, and spittlebugs. This is a leafhopper here, kind of a neat one. I think the head is actually rusty colored. Just not getting enough light on it here. Neat pattern on the wings. This is a green pug. Asian lady beetle on the left, walking up to the banded tussock moth, and now walking by the small rivulet. Still don't have a name for this one yet. We've seen it several nights in a row now. Closely related to the herpetogramma that we've seen before. This is the dagger, possibly American dagger. This little guy here is called a streaked mompha. M-O-M-P-H-A, mompha. That's a genus of micromoths with quite a few species in New Brunswick. This one's called streaked mompha. That's it, Alyssa? This banded tussock moth. Up here we have white Ulysses and a small rivulet. How's our sound tonight? I haven't seen any comments about the sound, so I take it it's okay. Mary wants to see some furry guys. Ginger says we had 16 people watching a few minutes ago. Wow, that's amazing. They didn't stick around too long. Some of them must have wondered what in the heck is going on here. Oh, there was a nice little micro moth there that flew off. Here's one of the metallic case bearer moths. There's our neat little leafhopper. A nice pattern on his back. Yeah, this is our metallic case bearer moth of some species or another. Who's up here? This is a very worn green arches. A pretty large moth, green arches. And I think we've seen it once before, but I'm not sure. I'll have to ask Alyssa. She's got the best memory here. That's it, Ginger, green arches moth. I know I've seen a few this year. I'm just not sure if they were on the stream or post-stream. Here's a unicorn prominent. Here's our Nigrophorus surinamensis again. Oh. Chocolate prominent. Topiary grass veneer to the right of it. Sorry about the lighting. I just kind of at the mercy of the iPad to decide what kind of lighting it wants to cast on these insects. Yeah, nice furry forelegs. There's an elegant grass veneer. From above and a little more from the side. Let's take a peek around the shingles over here. There's a Virginia tenuta moth. Looks like he's missing some of his forewing on the left. It's a beautiful little micro moth. Don't recognize it right off. Did a little twirl for us. Confused Taploa. Here's a large lace border, a little bit overexposed. This here is called a striped garden caterpillar moth. And I don't know if he's going to cooperate or not. Striped garden caterpillar moth. I'm going to go tuck away in the crevice here. That's actually a new one for us. Yeah, he's shy. I can relate to that. I'll crawl in a crevice somewhere. Sorry, I've got to do a little repair job there. I think we're done. There's a habrosine down here. See if we can get, nope. So I'm not sure what species of habrosine that was. Pale beauty once again. And lesser maple spanworm. Oh, here's a new one for us. I think it's bog lygropia. I can find it. There it is. No, it's not. Sorry. This is one we've seen before. It's an aquatic moth. The larvae live in the water. Common name, I'm not sure. Pond-side parallid, maybe? Nice pattern, well, throughout the wings, but even on the fringes of the wing. Yeah, we did see it last night, Alyssa. Good for you. Parallid is PY, otherwise perfect. That's one we saw last night as well, but I can't remember. I didn't know the name last night and I haven't looked it up yet. It's a new genus of moths for us as of last night, but I just don't remember what it is. They're micro moth. Here's a looper in the genus Syngrapha, S-Y-N, Grapha, G-R-A-P-H-A. And still don't recall the name of this one. That looks like a herpetogramma. Here is a gray spruce looper. We've been seeing for a few nights. Confused haploa again. That's a common gluphisia. Look at the antenna on this caddisfly, like almost twice as long as the body. That's it, Ginger. That's amazing. Don't see much of a pattern on the wings. Oh, sorry. Here's a longhorn beetle. Looks like our poplar borer. Oh, he flew away. There he is, back. Poplar borer. Brother moth. Excuse me for a second here, I need to fix my light. Generally, I asked this earlier and I didn't wait to see the response if there was any, but is the sound okay tonight? Apart from my voice, there are a lot of snaps, crackles, and pops. Perfect sound. Yeah, I'd love to hear that, Ginger. Thank you. Lesser maple spanworm. Take a look on the shingles on this side. Don't recognize this one right off. Maybe something pretty common that's worn, I'm not sure. Yikes. Sorry. Here's a, oh, there's something biting me on my shoulder. It's inside. Okay. Lettered Habercine. This thing is in my armpit now. I don't want to hurt it. I'll just see if I can improve the lighting a bit on this Habercine. Oh, it's the wrong side. Oh, I'm sorry. Yikes. That hurt. Not sure who that was. Fish fly. This thing is still crawling around in my armpit here. I have to laugh. I'm sure it's nothing serious, probably just a little beetle or something that's pinching. This might be a new one for us here. Oh, it's gone. It's gone, and I'm not pulling up the name right away. But here's a water lily borer. Didn't want us looking at him. Not sure about this one. Shoulder whatchamacallit. I actually went looking for this yesterday at Moth Photographers Group, and I think they've dropped the common name because there's nothing resembling this. It's called yellow-shouldered anything. But there is a very similar one at Moth Photographers Group that looks like it's probably this species. It's in the genus Scotia, S-C-O-T-I-A. Scotia or Scotia. Oh, yikes. Sorry. There's our straight edge. Where'd it go? It was one of the neat moths we saw last night. This is a new one here. That one is called glossy black idia. despite the fact that it isn't glossy black. Maybe the caterpillar is, I'm not sure. Seems to be gone. Glossy black idia. Whatever's biting me is really, it's just pinching, because when it's finished biting, I don't feel any stinging or anything like that. Maybe it's because my whole right side has gone numb. I don't know. Brother Moth. Oh, here's a new one, a new beetle for us, a longhorn beetle. This is the balsam fir borer. Is Dan telling tales now? Balsam fir borer. That's a beautiful, beautiful beetle. I'm only seeing like every third comment or so. I'm trying to piece together what goes in between. Yes, you were here when I made my last gasp. And for once, I'm kind of glad to see midnight rolling around. I really don't want to harm this insect, but I don't want it to get bitten anymore either. Balsam fir borer. There's our unicorn prominent down there. Here's a modest furcula. Our first one tonight. Whoop! Big June bug just came in. Modest furcula. Cookies and cream. It's a nice caddisfly. It's called chocolate and cream. It's called the chocolate and cream caddisfly. Chocolate and cream. Yeah, chocolate and cream sedge. That's it. Chocolate and cream sedge caddisfly. That I actually saw after the stream a few nights ago. So we'll watch for that. It's a really large caddisfly. Here's virgin tiger moth to say goodnight. Showing us the beautiful pattern, those underwings. Not that the forewings are shabby. Okay, well, I'll say goodnight and thanks so much to everyone for being here, listening to me whine about a little bug. Please hit the like button if you haven't done so already, and thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. I hope the sound was better tonight. Thank you, Alyssa and Ginger, for top-notch job with typing the names. Chloe and JB, thanks a million. So nice to have you here every night. Mary, good night, and thank you so much. Mojave, pleasure to have you. Thank you so much. Hey, Dan, good night to you. Nola, thanks, Nola. Hey, Ryan, thanks. Antihistamines. No, I don't think there's anything serious at all. I would have stopped, or I would have put the camera down for a minute to take my shirt off, so don't worry, I'll be fine. Okay, we'll see you soon. Forecast looks good for tomorrow, so we'll probably stream again tomorrow night and during the day at some point. We'll see you then. Thanks so much. Have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.